What the juck is up, everybody? Jando here, back at it with another video. It is episode 21 of the progression series. I'm going to try and keep this a quick one because it is 8 hours until the patch goes live, and I want to get some sleep before I have to go all out just this once. All right, let's get straight into it. Alrighty, so first up, it is weekly recap of the guild's progress. I didn't actually take a screenshot of, I missed taking the screenshot of the updated levels, but the guild's level 21, and more importantly, we've done it. Next week, I can claim the 30th Breath of the Artisan and get my very own private Starforce event room, which I'll be using liberally. I'll be using it okay, I'll be using it a lot, okay? I don't have words. It's 11 o'clock at night, and I want to get this done. All right, so a quick, cheeky little recap of what happened this week. We had the KMS showcase, we had the Wild Hunter video be released, and the DS, plus the patch notes and the kerfuffle the next did. Hey, look, at least they apologized. That is great communication. Just keep it up going forward. As for next week, it's pretty blank. It is pretty blank right now. So this is episode 21, goes live tomorrow. And my idea for, I guess, my first Errol video is doing what I did for the hero, where I just record everything I do on day 0 and then upload that and do some commentary. So expect that hopefully on Friday. And then going forward, maybe some Errol content. I don't know. I'll see how I feel. But it is going to be a busy week focusing on progging the Errol as fast as I want. Alrighty, going into characters and major updates. Really, the only two changes here is that the Demon Slayer is now level 269 and the hero is 262. And of course, the Errol will be created in 8 hours. 8 hours! It's happening! Alrighty, let's get into the character gains. So the Ren managed to get, I think, gain like a mil CP. Yeah, I think it was mainly from, Arcane Force? Nope, SAC, there we go. Sacred Force. And then not much else has changed. Barely got any XP. I haven't done Angler, no, Nightmare Paradise yet, just in case we can't do High Mountain or do all three, because I didn't see that in the patch notes. So I was like, I'll play it safe, and if I can't do Nightmare Paradise, oh well. And if I can, maybe I pay the 10k maple points. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm not too fussed about lose. It's like, what, 70 frags? It is what it is. We'll see what happens. Actually, I do kind of care about 70 frags. Maybe I will get it. So we are climbing steadily with the the pitched whisper cores. We're getting close to that 390. We're more than halfway, which is kind of cool. Another 4 months and boom, I get my very own Jenny badge. And then as for spares, we've got a little bit more sub-pendants. I think we got like 1 Dom this week, which is kind of nice. And I pulled the trigger and got rid of all of the, I forgot the name, the level 160 earrings from Gloom and Dark now. Got rid of them, got rid of the Twilight Marks, got rid of the Pat Marks. I don't need them. The ones I have at the moment are 22 star. The Pat Mark I have right now is 21 star. And I can, if I need the damage, I can just tap it to 22. On event with the new system. Sure, I pay like 5 bill for 1 star, but hey, there is no risk of booming. And even if I had a spare, which I did, it's like, if I don't really want to tempt it, because then I gotta like raw dog it from 18 upwards. It's like, nah. But we do a lot of slime rings. That's probably a lot of big upgrades happening to the Ren when I do decide to tap it. So looking forward to that. All right, let's keep this ball rolling. The Adele is in a very similar position where not much CP gains. It's really just symbols going up. Haven't really touched its gear in a long time. It has a lot of DOMs and a lot of potential. That's probably the theme of all my characters. They've been doing dailies for so long and weeklies for so long. They have so much room to grow. So looking forward to that. Same with the Blaster. Look, the Blaster, I cannot wait. I can throw some money at this. It has the potential to go so far. And I should also note that so the Ren, Adele, Blaster all have enough to get Hecate day 1. So I'll unlock that, which will make bossing much easier. It'll be very helpful for the Adele since it has a significant 1-minute burst. And to a degree, it helps the Blaster as well since it has a hold down skill you're going to charge up. The boss may move when you charge it up, but now it won't. So looking forward to Hecate and playing around with that. Especially on the Hayato, which also has enough frags This is the last character that has enough to get it on day one. The rest will kind of have to wait as I prog, do more dailies on it and whatnot. So all this is just from the epic dungeons, is where I'm getting these frags from. But yeah, the Hido again got like 2 mil CP, I think again from symbols. But yeah, not much has changed, and it's slowly progging with an inventory full of stuff. I could honestly also just chuck away like all of these and just use the level 4 safeguard tech. But because I have so many sups, I can probably just raw tap and go for it. As for these guys, I'm not too sure. I'll still have to think about it. But hey, we have time. All right, the Kana, again, very little CP gains. And it's in basically the same boat. These ones, this is what I chucked out on the Ren. Same position, a lot of spares. I'm actually running out of inventory space on this character, honestly, because it's all these goddamn secondaries that I can just tap with no safeguard. So yeah, the Kana can go absolute infinite. But you can see no Hecate just yet. Still only at 19 frags. That's probably one of the next projects. We'll probably take this through Angler Company. We'll take what, 2 weeks? Angler Company? Oh, then I'll need probably like 6 more. No, you get 55, I think, from... I might be alright. There we go. Might be okay. Look at that. Alright, the Shade. I think I forgot to do the Shade last week, so doing it now, at the very least. Again, with these 10 mils, not much will change unless it's liberated. So the Shade's going to be at 91 mil for quite some time. No more gains. It probably will get a downgrade soon because of event buffs leaving, but then I'll go back up once we replenish it. But yeah, not much changed, and it's still on pace to liberate on the 2nd week of July. I think this is actually the 3rd week. What is the 9th? The 9th is, yep, that is the 3rd week of July. So it's going to be a fun week because both the Shade and the Dawn Warrior both liberate. The Dawn Warrior is sitting a little higher at 96 mil because it has better familiars, which is why it's a little higher, because they both have that Fairy Heart. And yeah, the Dawn Warrior is looking good in its new fit, and it's on pace for that 2nd week of July liberation, which would be quite nice. Be 2 more characters they'll be liberated. Looking forward to that. All right, nearly done with all these. We have the Lin. The Lin's trailing behind. It's also at a decent benchmark, but it is still using a black heart. It actually got a decent upgrade, and I just forgot that I didn't do over my chrono spending, but hey, I'll go over it a little bit. But most of the funds this week went into gearing up this magic eye patch, because I was like, hang on a second, this is going to be an upgrade, because I have 2 set pitched. So, downgraded from the 20-star map, Black Bean mark, and got the map to 18-star, and I managed to fake 3-line it, which is quite nice. This got me 2 set pitched, and now we're sitting at 92 mil, which is a small upgrade, very small. And then, yeah, end of July for the Lin to liberate. All right, cool. Moving on. Take a quick pit stop and go into Chrono spending to see where all the money went. So we have I had no money at the start of the week. We spent it all last Star Force event to cube all the boys. I think I actually had 5 bill, actually. Let's put that down there. I did have about 5 bill. And then this is like the split. So cubes about 5 bill and cubes. Star Forcing was about 10 bill and 10 bill was about 3 bill, give or take. And then so we had about 18 bill spent, saved about 45. And I'll go into next week and what I plan to do next week. Also, I can get rid of this because we haven't actually done farming yet. Actually, I'll probably get that much from bossing, but I won't be doing any farming on Chronos. And then, so now we can go back to the Wild Hunter. The Wild Hunter got some love, mainly in the form of my first 23-star. Not actually my first, but I got a 23-star KT. So the Slime Ring, a Slime Ring dropped, so I got that to 18-star, and then fake 3-lined it. It's like a really bad fake 3-line, because it's 27%, 730. But then it had a 21-star Maester and a 21-star KT. I was like, fuck it, I'm going to tap them. Why not? See what happens. Because it's like, whatever. If one booms, it's whatever. I don't really care. Sure, it may have been slightly inefficient. But hey, this time it paid off. It didn't pay off when I did it on... I think I did it on the Lin, and it didn't pay off. But hey, it paid off on the Wild Hunter. Now it's sporting a 23-star KT, and this will be a really good piece of gear until an ET drops. So happy with that. And then we're on pace to clear near the end of August to liberate. And yeah, you can see all these characters, all the Shade, Don't Worry, the Lin, they all have like around 20 frags. So they're a long way away from getting Hecate. Alrighty, the Demon Slayer. The Demon Slayer is honestly... This is... Was it the Demon Slayer that had it? I think Demon Slayer has an absurd amount of stat. I think it's... Did I do this right? Honestly, I don't really know. But hey, look, we're at 110 mil now. So Demon Slayer is 269. Last week, we were at 264. So that's a massive gain in EXP. We're also nearly 270. We're 25% away. It's one more Monster Park. And I've been having a fun week of just TP farming. I've been using the event procs on the Demon Slayer, popping a Legion Wealth and drop coupon, and just, yeah, jumping around. What map was I using? Hey, it was a map in Hotel Arcus. And it's very soothing. I was using the method that requires a bunch of buff duration, since it's just easier. But with Dusk farming, it's quite nice. I managed to get a little bit of money, a little extra money, not a lot. I think it was like 400 mil an hour. So look, the money rates aren't that good, but was getting decent frags. Whereas we've managed to unlock this boost node. Did I unlock this boost node last week? I didn't. Look at that. Gains. And we can see that we're invested with 575 frags. About 10 away from Hecate. And I'm not sure how I'm going to get that last 10. I'll figure something out. Maybe through one of the new events. Yeah, that's what the Demon Slayer's looking like. And then finally, I managed to put a bit of money into the hero because it unlocked 3 sets up this week, which is quite nice. And I got a bunch of gear to like 11, 12 star. I think some went to 17 or 18 star. And we got like a 5 mil CP boost, which was enough to clear N10, and then Hard Lotus and Dade, which was quite nice. So they were a bit of a long run, but this was without any Oz ranks. But we managed to slightly fast track the initial period of getting this. And I had like a small idea of, do I get the Jenny Pass on the hero instead of the Kinesis? Because this thing probably won't liberate until, what, September, October, maybe even later. But if I do the Jenny Pass, it will probably beat the, will definitely beat the Demon Slayer and the Wild Hunter. But then it would mean the Kinesis wouldn't liberate until like November. So still haven't decided. We'll see what happens, but we have the Jenny Pass for a long time. But I'm more inclined to do the Kinesis rather than the hero. Alrighty, so that's an update on all the classes. We have the Errol. This is my IGN. I can show it off because, hey, this is going live at 10 AM and I already have the IGN on my character. So the Adventures of Jucko will begin, or have begun, and I'll be able to show it all off in all its glory on Friday's video. Well, my time Friday reset in game. And then, yeah, so this, I'll populate this, go all out, and then the Kinesis. I don't have a name for the Kinesis yet. It's just a blank video. It's just, that's it. That's it. And that does it. That wraps it up. That's a fast 13-minute update. Look at that. I'm getting better at these. So yeah, looking forward to heading our own Star Force room. Looking forward to playing Errol and going all out just this once. But that does it. That's the wrong item card. There we go. Why is it so far away? That does it for episode 21. As always, thank you all for watching and have a jucking good day. Catch you all in the next one.